I will be honest with you guys, I have been on complete purge mode these last few weeks, just tossing things left and right. And I don't know if that's because we're doing renovations in our house or if it's just that time of year for me when I just start going through everything, our personal belongings, stuff in the craft room, and just start getting rid of things that no longer serve me purpose. But with that being said, I have been going through my works in progresses and finished objects bin, and I figured this would be a great opportunity to share with you guys some of my past favorite projects that I have made. So we're going to do a little blast from the past. Now, most of the stuff that I will be sharing off is going to be crochet related. I do have one thing that is not crochet related, which I will have 4 items to share with you guys and a bonus item. So stick around, get yourself situated, and just enjoy this video. I have 4 projects that I am wanting to share off today, and then a bonus one at the end. And the reason why I call it a bonus one is because I no longer have it. It was gifted to my stepsister a few years back, so all I can do is talk about it and actually share some pictures with you. But the very first one is probably my most recent designs, and when I say recent, I mean within the last 10 months. So it is actually my mystery crochet long that I did back in November, December time of 2023. It is a 5-part mystery crochet long, and each part there is a clue given to the overall theme, which is walking in a winter wonderland. And I just really wanted something that was fun and a little bit of interactive for my audience. And I just really enjoyed coming up with the different stitches and really bringing my design to life and having fun with it. Now, I did use a few different yarns within the wrap, and I do have a few pictures to actually share with you. I do have it in my hands right now. Around Christmas time, we usually take a day, being night on the town, and go visit some Christmas lights and go out to eat. So that is what I wore last year for our little tradition that we do around Christmas time. Now, the few different yarns that I did use, one being Line Brand's Scarfy. Now, I do not remember the colorway, but this is what really gave me the color palette of what I was wanting to use for the wrap. And so for parts 1, 3, and 5, I used the Scarfy, and it has some burgundy and it also has some grays. But between each parts, I did a lace stitch that was in the color ivory or egg white, which was some of I Love This Yarn. I can't remember exactly the colorway that I used, but it really helped bring out more of the burgundy and a little bit more of a Christmassy winter wearable. And then for parts 2 and 4, I just used some basic or a solid burgundy. But I really enjoyed making this. I really enjoyed the way it looked on my body, and it's just one of my favorite projects that I have made in the past, even though it is one of my more recent ones. Now, the next one I will say might be a little tearjerker, so disclaimer there and a little bit of a warning. I just have kind of a deeper connection with this project, and I know that sounds crazy because it's just a project and it's just an object to some people, but the reason why I have a deeper connection with this project is just the journey that I was going through at the time, which I'll go ahead and share with you guys exactly what the project is. It's my Rays of Sunshine wrap. I do also have pictures of this on me as well, and you can find the tutorial here on the channel. But during the time period when I was actually creating this design, I was going through a little bit of a healing journey. in the past, I have actually gone through a lot of mental health struggles. And with that being said, I was also around some people that really impacted my mental health in a negative way and in situations as well. And I was becoming somebody who I did not know myself. I did not know who I was, and was really not liking myself. And I know if I didn't like myself, I couldn't like other people, and I couldn't love other people like I wanted to. And so I started looking into myself and figuring exactly how I can better my situation, how I can just better me as a person. And then I started on my healing journey. And what really kind of helped me through that was just being out in nature. And really, I've always enjoyed sunrises and sunsets. And I also started kind of connecting a little bit more with the moon and the planets. But I was scrolling through. With that being said, that's, I guess, part of the reason why I enjoy the color yellow as well, is because it reminds me of sunflowers. It reminds me of the sunset and all that good stuff. But I had some yarn as well that was a gradient, which is some Hobby Lobby's Rhapsody. It's a gradient yellow. So for one, the yellow just kind of spoke to me. But I was backpedaling now. I was scrolling through Pinterest one day and I seen this stitch that I really liked, and it just reminded me of Rays of Sunshine. And so that's kind of how the pattern came about. But how it really connects with me is the healing journey. But two, I can now also look back at that project and reflect on how far I've came from that point, before that point, even to now, and just how long I've, you know, came in just my journey. So that's part of the reason why I, you know, connect to it in a deeper level. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there before I start, you know, getting all sappy again. So we'll go on to the next project. And this one is one that I just like the way that the colors played out with the yarn. It was a very quick project that was able to work up within the matter of a day or two. I believe it is called the One Skein Shawl. I do not remember who the designer was. But if you know me, I love shawls, I love wraps, especially when they're in lace form. I also kind of gravitate towards fall color palettes as well, and this project is all of that combined together. And so again, I think this one is called the One Skein Shawl, but I will make sure that there is a link down in the description box if you are interested in checking it out. So this is the wrap. So again, I really enjoyed the way that the yarn played out in this shawl wrap, whichever you want to call it. And it is like a diagonal or a boomerang shawl. It's very lightweight, and it's not like lightweight for summer, but it's lightweight for fall, because you know how sometimes it's cool in fall mornings and then it heats up. So this would honestly be a good fall project and a good fall wearable. Now, the next project is actually right behind me, and it was one of my very first hand woven projects on my 32-inch rigid heddle loom. I just had loads of fun working this up. This is what really made me understand weaving a lot better and how to actually weave. But I love coming into the craft room and just seeing it there, because it's different than anything else that I do have in my craft room, other than this blanket, which is my daughter's blanket that I made for her first Christmas. But it's different than what I have in my craft room, and just the way that the yarn played out is really, really interesting to me. And the yarn is actually some of Karen's Jumbo and the color Gossamer. And I have used this yarn with my knitting machine. The way that the yarn differs between the two is just really, really cool to see. So that's just another project that I really enjoy seeing and is one of my favorites. Now, the last one, which is the bonus one, like I stated at the beginning, it is a project that has been handed over to my stepsister, and she actually wanted, which was around the time that we had our daughter. Our daughter is 4 years old now, so this is probably about 4 years ago. She was mentioning to me that she wanted a blanket that was a little bit different, but she wanted a handmade. And so I was scrolling through Pinterest, YouTube, anything and anywhere that I could find just a blanket that was a little bit different, but I knew she would like it as well. So I came across Sophie's Universe before it was actually popular. And I have mixed emotions with that pattern. It's taught me a lot, especially a lot with patience, but it taught me a lot about stitches and how to work stitches and just what you can do with them. Even though it was a little bit difficult for me at that time and really needed to learn some patience. But it was loads of fun to do, and honestly, I would probably do a Sophie's Universe again at some point in time. Not right now, but at some point in time, I would have really loved to do a Sophie's Universe again. But the yarn that I did use was some of Mandela Cakes that I got from Walmart. I believe the colorway is actually discontinued now. I can't remember the exact colorway, but I will research that and share with you guys the colorway of it. But yeah, it's just one of those projects that it taught me a lot of patience, a lot of how to work stitches, where to place stitches, and all that good stuff. But that's really about it that I have to share with you guys today. If you are a content creator, I do want to challenge you to do a blast from the past, and I would love to see your favorite projects, along with if you are a non-content creator and you would still love to share. I do have a private Facebook community page if you would like to share your past projects that you can share on the page, and I would love to see those as well. But that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.